Welcome everyone to the 60th video of the tutorial series. In the previous video, we talked about the order by keyword command in SQL. In this video, we are going to be talking about SQL operators. We have three operators we use in SQL. The first one is the AND operator. The second one is the OR operator. The third one is the NOT operator. We are going to start with the AND operator. What is the AND operator? The AND operator in SQL is used to filter records based on more than one condition. The where clause can contain one or more AND operators. For an AND operator, you need a minimum of two conditions, one on the left, one on the right. For us to get a result, we need all the conditions to be true. If either condition is false, we get a false result. So, we are going to log into our database, open a new query editor, we change our working database, Before we proceed with the AND operator, let's talk about comments in SQL. There are times when you want to write something about the script so that when you come back later, you can just read and then you understand what the script is all about. We have two types of comments. There is a single line comment and a multi-line comment. For a single line comment, for us to write it, we use two hyphens and then we say this is a comment. This is a single line comment. So if we execute this one, SQL knows that it's supposed to interpret this one as a comment. We get no errors. So this is how we write a single line comment. Then we have a multi-line comment. We use the symbol there, /*, then we end with a star and / again. Let's execute this one. Again, we get no errors because SQL knows that it's supposed to interpret this one as a comment. So let's execute them. There we go. So we have two types of comment, a single line comment and a multi-line comment. For a single line comment, we start with two dashes with two hyphens, and then for a multi-line comment, we start with /* and then we end with star and /. Okay, so we are going to say on a single line comment that AND operator, the one we are starting with. Okay, for an AND operator, we said we need minimum of two conditions, one on the right and one on the left. For example, we want to retain a list of customers who comes from Mexico and their name starts with letter A. Okay, so we are going to say select all from customers. Let's execute this one. So this is a list of all the customers, even if they come from different countries. So this is a list. Now we want to retain, let's say, the country should be Mexico and contact name starts with letter A. Okay, So we have two conditions here. There is a country condition and the contact name condition. Okay, so we are going to say select all from customers. Then remember, in one of the previous videos we talked about the where clause. So where, let me use a calculator, where, now specify the conditions, where country is equal to Mexico. Now remember, Mexico is a text, so we wrap Mexico in single quote. So that's one of the conditions. Let's execute. Now let's check the country. Here is the country. We have retrieved customers coming from Mexico. But they said their name should start with letter A. This is where now the and comes in, the and operator. So we are going to say and contact name. We can't say equals because the contact name hasn't been set to letter A, but we are going to say contact name, define a pattern like we said, starting with letter A and then a percent sign, like that. This one says it's going to start with letter A, and afterwards it can have any character, any number of characters. So let's execute. There we go. Let's check the contact name. Here is the contact name. It's starting with letter A and A. They are all coming from Mexico. So in a where clause, you can have multiple and operators depending on your requirements. But for an AND operator, we need a minimum of 2 conditions, and all conditions must be true for us to get a true result like this one here. We have a true here. We have a name that is starting with letter A, this name, and we have countries, Mexico. There is Mexico. So here it's true and here it's true. No wonder we have a result here. But what if one of the conditions was not true? Let's say, for example, let's change this country. Instead of Mexico, let's put Zambia, and then we execute. There we go. We get an empty result because one of the conditions is false. In this case, I'm pretty sure it's this condition because we don't have a country Zambia in our dataset, in our original dataset. So that is for the AND operator. You can have multiple AND operators. Let's add another operator. Let's take back this one. Maybe let's say Spain this time. Let's check if we have one. That's one. And country Spain. And then let's also include what other conditions can we include? Contact title. Contact title is contact title equal to, let's say, owner. Let's see. We don't have. Let's copy this one. Then paste down there. Then want to be checking what we have. Let's check the contact title. Contact title is owner. Okay, we have this owner is coming from Mexico. Okay, and then their name, the contact names are starting with letter A. So if we change this one to Mexico, I'm pretty sure we're going to have a result. here is owner, which is this one. The name starts with letter A, this one. And then the country Mexico, which is this one. Let's change the pattern to say A. Let's check. We don't have. From Mexico, we don't have. I'm sure we don't have. Okay? So let's take it back. Okay, so we need a minimum of 2 conditions. No wonder it said and. The one condition on the right, another condition on the left. Minimum of 2 conditions for that one and operator. But you can have more operators and operators if you want. So here we have used 2 and operators. Now let's talk about the or operator. So we are done with the and operator. Let's go to the comment or operator. The where clause can contain one or more or operators, just like the and operator. The or operator displays a record if any of the conditions are true. If you have 2 conditions, one is true, the other one is true, you get a true result. If either one is false, one is true, still you get a true result. If they are all false, you get a false result or an empty result. So the or operator is used to filter records based on more than one condition. Like if you want to return all customers from Germany, but also those from Spain. The condition here says country equal to Germany, Spain. Let me just say Germany and Spain. We want to return this one. So I'm going to copy this one. And then we include where country equals Germany. Remember, Germany is a text. We wrap that one in text. Let me put this one down. It's the incorrect syntax near country. So how is the country spelled? Oh, it's here. We forgot to put E. Okay, then let's execute. So we've retrieved all customers coming from Germany. As you can see, there's Germany, but our condition says those from Germany and those from Spain. So to return even those from Spain, we can say all country equals Spain. Let's see. Okay, now let's check the country. Here we say Germany, Spain, Germany, Spain. We have managed to retrieve all the customers from Germany and Spain by using the OR. The OR operator is used to filter records based on more than one condition, like if you want to return all customers from Germany, but also those from Spain. We have managed to retrieve this one. We have Germany and Spain there. Okay. Then, for an OR operator, at least one condition must be true. They are saying one condition must be true. Let's change Spain or Germany to something different, like country equals, let's just put Z. Let's see. We have retrieved only for Spain, here Spain, because this condition is false. We don't have the country Z in our data set. So no wonder we have gotten the one for Spain. Only those from Spain. So this condition is false, this one is true. So for an OR operator, you get a true result if one condition is true, the other condition is false, you still get a true result. If they are all false, you get an empty result. Let's just do this, then we check. We get an empty because they are all false. If they are all true, you are going to get all true. Okay, we go back. Let's check again. Okay, there we go. Now, there are times when you want to combine conditions, you want to use the AND or the OR operator. It's possible to combine them. For example, let's select all customers from Brazil that starts with letter M or P. Okay, so condition says country Brazil, name A or P. So we're going to say select all from customers where country is equal to, remember Brazil is the text, Brazil, and contact name like A or contact name like P. We close. Okay, so this is a condition. Country Brazil, name A or B starts with letter A or B. So here we've said we have combined and the OR operator. Let's execute and see what we get. Okay, let's inspect the country. Let's check the country. I've gotten the country Brazil, but it's a mixture of different countries. Why? We'll see. Let's check the names, starting with letter A or P. Contact name, here it is. So we have P, A, P, A. So the names, we have P's and A's. Let's copy this one. We paste down there, and then let's separate the conditions. We're going to put brackets there, even this one, brackets. Let's see what happens. You can see the difference. We have 5 records, but the first one, we have 15 records. So, what is happening? So, let's start with the second one. The second one is going to interpret this one as a single condition or condition number 1. Then this one as condition number 2. Here we have 3 conditions. So what is happening is on the bottom one is this one will be evaluated first, and then it's going to say, okay, let me get customers whose names are starting with letter A as well as letter P. After getting a result, it stores temporarily, and then it's going to use the AND together with the country. So despite despite having the country Brazil here, specifying Brazil, this one here, they can come from either country, either Brazil or a different country. Brazil, USA, Belgium, Denmark, they can come from a different country. Then combine with the other condition, then evaluate as one. So this one is treating as separate conditions. Condition number 1, condition number 2, and condition number 3. No wonder we are having more result set for this one. But this one we have 5. So it's going to return these customers. It filters these customers, store them, even if they come from Germany, Brazil, and then combine it with this condition. So from all the result it gets, it's going to check those that are coming from Brazil and then leave the rest. But this one is just going to retrieve all the customers, even if they come from different countries. Those coming from Brazil and other countries. This is what is happening. You can have more operators and or operators. You can combine them depending on your situation. So let's check another one. Let's say they come from Spain and their name starts with letter, let's say T or maybe J. Let's use something different. J. Let's check. We have 1. We have 1 coming from Spain and whose name is starting with J. So looks like we don't have T. Okay? So what if we remove the brackets? Let's see what happens. See? So it's getting even those that are coming from a different country, even if we have specified here. So when you put brackets, you change the logic. You change the logic. If you only want those that are coming from Spain, you put brackets on this one. Then you get those that are coming only from Spain. Okay, now let's talk about the not operator. The not operator is used in combination with other operators to give the opposite result. It's also called a negative result or a negation operator. The not operator is sometimes called a negation operator. It gives the opposite of the other operators. For example, this one, let's remove this condition to make it simple. Okay. We have nothing. Let's say Mexico. Let's see what we have. Still we have nothing. Okay, which condition can we use? Okay, let's go back. Let's check. Okay, let's see. Let's find a condition that we can use for the not operator. Okay, we're going to select customers that come from France. So let's say select or from customers. Okay. Now the condition says country equals France. So let's say where country equals France. So let's check. So these customers are coming from France. Now, to use the not operator, since we say a not operator is a negative operator, it's a negation, it gives the opposite of other operators. So if you want to get the opposite of this script, meaning we are going to get the result of those that are coming from a different country, excepting or excluding France, those coming from other countries apart from France. So, for example, your supervisor says, I want you to show me customers that are coming not from France. So, we are going to use the not operator to get the opposite. So, the opposite of this one, we are going to say not country equals France. So, we are getting the opposite of this one. Let me just copy this one, paste, and then we remove the note here. Let's execute. Here's the result. We are only getting those that are coming from different countries. As you can see, there is no France in here. There is no France. Okay, let's execute them simultaneously. And then increase this one. So, here's a country. This one is just France. And then here it's a mixture. As you can see here, it's a mixture. It's a mixture, there's no France. Here it's just France only. So, this is what we mean when we say the not operator is a negative operator or it's a negation operator. It gives us the opposite of what we wanted. So we get this one from get all records from France, then we get the opposite. So the not operator can also work with other operators. Let's say we want to get products. Let's get select all from, let's change the table, products, because okay, let's see. So these are the products we have. These are the products. Okay. Let's use the not operator with other operators like between. The not between. So these are the products we have. Now, our supervisor says they want us to give them records of products whose unit in stock is not between 10 and 60, for example. Remember, we are using the not operator with between. Okay, so from products where unit in stock between 10 and 60. This one is going to return products whose unit in stock is between 10 and 60. This one, execute. So let's check unit in stock. Unit in stock is this one. Okay, there's no 9, let's see. There's no 9, we have 10, there's no 9, there's no 9, okay, there's no 9, this one. Now, they want us to give them those that are not falling within this range. So, here is where the not operator is going to come in, not between 10 and 60. So let's check, okay, not between. So let's check what we have. Unit in stock, okay, we have 6, which is below 10. So we don't expect to get 10 there or 60 there. So let's check 10. We have 6, so meaning below 10 is working. There's 0, there's 9. Okay, we don't have 10, we don't have 60. Okay, let's use the numbers that we have here. Let's copy this one, and then let's move the not. let's use 15 and 25. So go down there, let's paste, sorry, so it's a copy, paste, and then include the note. We said 15 is there and 25. Let's see what we get. Okay, note between the unit in stock, it's this one. Okay, so we are getting results that are not between 15 and 25. We don't expect to find 25 in here and 15. We don't expect. But when we say 15 here and 25, let's see. Unit in stock, 15 is there, 25 is there. It's included. But when we say not in between 15 and 25, we don't expect to find these two numbers in this query here. Here. So you are not going to see 25 and 15. Even those that are between 25 and 15, you are not going to see them there. Okay, let's try another one with less than. So let's paste, and then we're going to say, instead of unit in stock, let's say unit on order. Maybe unit on order, let's say less than. Okay, let's try 50. Okay, let's see. So let's check unit on order. We want less than 50. So it's this one. Okay. We don't have 50 there and above. So now those that are not less than 50, let's check not. Unit on order, you only above have 50 and above here. Unit on order. Okay, so that's how we use the not operator, which is the negation operator. So we have talked about the and operator, the or operator, and the not operator. These operators are used to filter records based on certain conditions. The not operator is used to get the opposite. The and operator is used to filter records based on certain conditions, or based on more than two conditions, two or more conditions. You can have more and operators, same as with the or operator. For an and operator, you need both conditions to be true. If one condition is true, the other one is true, you get a true result. If either condition, one of them is false, you get a false result. Unlike for an or operator, the or operator, at least one condition must be true. If one condition is true, you get a true result. If they are all false, you get a false result. For today, we end here. In the next video, we are going to be talking about the SQL insert into statement. Let's meet in the next video.